Hello guys, it is Carly here, and I just wanted to hop on here real quick and do a quick haul video from Creature Feature Weekend. That's a con I've been going to since, I think since like 2019 when they started, 18 or 19. It is in Gettysburg. I've done hauls on it before, but you know, it's one of my favorite cons to go to each year. I did not buy a lot, which is why I'm doing this very impromptu. Like, I didn't feel like setting up all my camera tripod and stuff like that. So just thought I would show what I got. First up, I'll just do this so it's not in my hand. I got this sweet Halloween 2 like crossbody bag, and it's literally just like, you know, the cover of Halloween 2 but in bag form, and it's looks like a VHS. Really cool. Inside it's got like Michael Myers decorating it, and yeah, it's a decent size. Sometimes they make so many of these crossbody things, and a lot of them are cool, but it's like you can only fit one thing in there, and I'm like, that's kind of a waste of money. But I really dig this. JP actually bought this for me at the con since it was just my birthday. He decided to, you know, just buy me things at the con, so I'm fine with that. And I thought this was super neato. There were a lot of cool bags at this con, I will say. Different people, different vendors selling neat stuff. Now, do I need another bag? No, I have a ton of them, but I can't help it. At least I swapped them out. They don't go to waste. So there's that, and then JP also got me this. Now, what is this, you may ask? I have no idea. I got this from the girl who I bought she made an Elmer from Brain Damage last year, so I bought a tiny one of those, and she also just makes other wacky little sculpture things, and I bought like a glowworm the year before, and I don't know, I'm a sucker for it. I think they're cute and weird and goofy, and yeah, this little guy caught my eye. Of course, I needed JP to buy me something that was just stupid and cutesy, because that just makes me happy. But yeah, it's glittery, and yeah, again, I don't think this is from a movie. I think this is just one of her sculptures she made. If it is from a movie and I'm stupid, just let me know, but pretty sure this is just one that she, you know, created. I believe her name is Megan Nelson. I don't know if she has social media or anything, but I always like to pick something up from her, so that little guy might actually just stay there on the mantle. And then after that, I just got 3 movies. The only thing about this con is they don't have a lot of movies. It's not like Cinema Wasteland where there's, you know, like Severin, Vinegar Syndrome, and then a bunch of indie people selling their movies. This one is a lot more like artsy and merchandise type stuff, which is fine. But you know, I like to collect movies, especially like indie movies. I like to support different people, so I made sure I went up to it seemed like there were only like 3 booths of people actually selling their own personal films, so I decided to scoop some of them. The first one we have here is The Slasher Nurse. I believe this is directed by Dave Kerr, Slasher 15 Productions, and I've seen some of his work. I've seen Go Away as well as Bloody Summer Camp. I really enjoyed Bloody Summer Camp. And I saw the original part that I think there were like 2 movies called like Curse of the Slasher Nurse and Return of the Slasher Nurse, I think. And those were like earlier on films. And I remembered one of them premiered at the first, I believe, Creature Feature. And JP and I watched it. You know, it was pretty entertaining. It was like goofy, funny in a way. Maybe a little too long, but I was talking to, not Dave, but one of his partners at the table, whose name is escaping me, and he was hyping this one up and said they were proud of it. It's kind of like a reboot, basically, of those movies, and, you know, they just had more budget and were able to do more things with it, so I was like, I'll take your word for it, and I'll pick it up. Yeah, so it looks like it has Shonda Rhimes in it. She's a sweetheart. Rick Germain's involved. I know him. He's super cool. So yeah, these people are from like Virginia, so they're around the area. Everybody kind of works with similar people, so look forward to checking that out. After that, we have Mulva, if I'm saying that right, Demon Ass Kicker. And this is by, what's this name? This is a Chris Seaver Abomination, it says, not production, which is funny. So he made this movie. He made one called Mulva Zombie Ass Kicker back in the day, I think in 2000. And this one is Demon Ass Kicker. Now, I did ask, do I have to watch the other one to understand this one? And I was told no. I didn't get to meet with Chris. I met with Bob Heckman, was at the table, who I've met before. He's a nice guy as well. But he's involved in this movie also. And yeah, it just seems cool that, you know, I like people who, I know that guy's, Chris at least, has been around for a while, obviously, since like 90s, 2000s, stuff like that. So always like to see people from back then still making movies. And I'm curious to check this out, because I don't even think I've ever seen any of his work before. So we shall start now. And then lastly, we have The Only Ones Blu-ray here. And this is a film by Jordan Miller. And I believe he said this is his second feature. I think he had like one other movie he had made, and then he did a few anthology shorts. But this was the one film he had there that he was selling. So I decided to go ahead and grab it. The cover definitely interested me. Kind of looks like, you know, people outside camping. Anything that's like camp slashery, I'm cool with. I don't even know. I forget if it's like a slasher or what. But he explained it to me. Of course, I forget because I suck. But I will be watching it, and you know, I will give my thoughts as needed. But yeah, all these people, Jordan, everyone was super nice. Got to see some good people. That's the end of the haul. That's everything I got. Like I said, I don't go as crazy as at this con as I do at like Wasteland, just because I'm more of a movie collector and there's not a lot of movies, but I always pick up some stuff and I just enjoy being there. But yeah, saw a few cool people there. People who do Brad Twigg movies always tend to come up, so we all hung out. Homie Ryan, who usually goes to Wasteland, was there. Got to meet director Matt Anderson. He was super nice, among some other people. So always a good time. It's nice to see that con growing, because another thing was a lot of people, I didn't really know a lot of people that went to that one. So that was always kind of a little bit lame, just because, you know, JP and I like to hang out with others, so we get sick of each other. But it seems like every year there's more and more people that we know of that are going to this one. So yeah, Creature Feature Weekend in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. I recommend it. For me, it's like 3 hours away. And, you know, I know it's like not the most central location, but if you're a horror fan, I recommend it. They have a movie theater next door that they screen independent films, and they do live commentaries. This year they did The Toxic Avenger with Lloyd Kaufman, and like several of the cast members from Toxic Avenger were there, and it was really funny. So yeah, I do not work for this convention. I'm just a big fan, and the guy who runs it is super cool, and that is that. But anyway, I'm done rambling. Thank you guys for checking out this video, and I will be going to Wasteland in a few weeks here, so I'll probably have a haul from that too. So stay tuned.